Is this thing working? All right. Hello, people. How you doing? My name is Tim Black. Welcome to the Tim Black Show. Glad you could be here. Thank you for tuning in. So thank you for, hitting the little button thing on your browser. It's not like you had to go somewhere, and it's free, but I still thank you but you did show up. So thanks a lot. That's it. Good night. Take care. Best show you had all year, Tim. What up, people? What up? I'd like to say hello to my people on Periscope, Facebook, and YouTube. Yes. Look, I want to apologize, guys. We're running real late tonight because I was trying to find, interesting what to talk about, what stories you need to be updated on, and I just kept running into the same story over and over again. So, but I realized that that's okay because you need to know the truth about that story. So we'll do that. First, let me make a real quick test on Facebook. Make sure Facebook people are okay because we have had times when I'm doing this show and the whole time Facebook didn't hear a thing. So let's make sure. What's up, Deanna, Michelle, and Julia, and Helen, and Rahul, my friend? They do. Hello to all the Johnsons. Anita, welcome to it. Goyton, Kirk. Yeah. Hey, George Scheller, what's up, man? IG, Ginger Liberty, IU, AU. I don't know how to pronounce that, but what's up, G? AG. What's up, Kyle Romano and Greg and Rose and and Jen. So we got some Facebook people in the house. Gail Hendry. Manu Shalom. Bonsoir. I think that's what that says. We stepped it up a little bit today. Andrew, what's up? Dolores Perez and Dory and George Arroz. We are on Facebook now. That's good. That's what's up. Glad to have you guys on Facebook. Dennis Bryant, Joanne. Oh, Joan. What's up, Joan? How you doing, Joan? See, we've been making a lot of noise on Facebook lately, and I just want to make sure my Facebook people know that I appreciate you guys. Glad to have you join the Wolfpack. Cynthia Raymond, what's up? Jeremiah and Barbie and Christine, welcome to the show. Tony D, Susan Gould, Carrie, welcome, guys. Share this on Facebook. We got an important show. It's going to be an important show because some stuff's not being told kind of straightforward. So I'm going to step in and tell you this stuff, tell you what's happening straightforward, and it's important. Let me go check real quick and make sure my people on YouTube are good to go. YouTube, you guys good, Wolfpack? How's the Wolfpack on YouTube? I keep forgetting they changed everything on YouTube. YouTube doesn't want me to live stream to everybody, just them. Buddy, what's up? Shogun and Christine and Blaine and Tony and Melanie and Mateo and Nathan and Bob. What's happening? Derek Holmes, Kyle, Eric House, Ryan Lux, Car 99%. Kiera's in the house. Heather's in the house. Mickey's in the house. Gary Webb, Reese, Sabrina, Oopsie, Murray Warren. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Kamishwari, Jose, Dylan, Claudia, that dude, Chelsea 100, WB, David Melford, my friend, Lumberjack Offs in the house, Father Possum. We are here today. Dearly beloved, Shogun, what's up? So look, guys, share this on Twitter or Facebook or somewhere, right? Let people know we are here. Periscope, what's up with Periscope? Periscope, guys. My Wolfpack, my Johnson's on Periscope. I don't know. That sounded weird, didn't it? My Johnson's on Periscope. Leave it alone, Tim Black. Leave it alone. We got some Periscope people. What's up? Can I get one Periscope person to say hello so I know that you're good? Periscope, I'm in here with you on Periscope. Say what's up, Periscope. How you doing? I get some Periscope love. All right, well, almost no. Okay. I don't know, man. Periscope is really funny, man. Twitter. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started because that's what we came to see. Look at who you came to see. I tell you, boy, these guys are something else. Much love, much love. There we go. All right, guys, so here we go. Man, everywhere you look today, everywhere I turned, right? Every network, every, blog. Well, I consider, HuffPost, Slate, Politico, news sites. Okay, every news site I went to, everyone's talking about the same thing. What did Donald Trump know and when did he know it? What did Donald Trump know and when did he know it? What did Donald Trump know and when did he know it? I mean, it is everywhere. So here's the deal, guys. Let's pretend like they're doing this for our benefit. Let's pretend this is not just politics. Let's pretend that they're actually going to hold Trump accountable if what they're saying is true. Okay, so let me back up. Let me clarify this for you. Donald Trump sits down with Bob Woodward of the Washington Post. Now, Bob Woodward is a known, fantastic, truth-telling machine. He's a reporter with a reputation of credibility that is so essential. In fact, I have a couple of videos saved, on my YouTube, right? I don't have that many, maybe 100. That's still good. One of the top videos I saved is from Bob Woodward. It's about 15 years old, and it's the definition of journalism and what investigative journalism should be. Bob Woodward is someone that if you are in this business, if you're someone who appreciates and respects the art of news reporting, then you know Bob Woodward rings out. His shots fired, okay? Shots fired. So Donald Trump sits down with Bob Woodward. Now, Bob Woodward wrote a book in 2018 that was scathing about Donald Trump. Okay? I think it was called Fear. And, and Bob Woodward has a reputation of dismantling presidents. He dismantled Clinton. He dismantled Bush. He dismantled Obama. And he dismantled Trump. Now, Trump in his arrogance. Because for the first book, Woodward didn't talk to Trump. First book, Woodward did his investigations. He talked to sources. He put out his book. Trump didn't like it, obviously, because it wasn't complimentary. Who likes a book that rips you apart? No one does. Bob Woodward did the Hellraiser, and ripped his soul apart. So here we go. Fast forward 2020. Bob Woodward now is writing a new book, and this time he reaches out to Donald Trump and says, Donald Trump, I would love to interview you for this book. You can go on the record. We'll have a record of what was said. We will keep it clean and fair. Everything will be documented. And Donald Trump says, yes, I'm down. Let's do it. So they had their conversations, mostly on the phone. Every conversation, to my knowledge, was recorded. In fact, the one that's getting all the attention is an excerpt from the forthcoming book. What is it called? Anger? The new book with Donald Trump, the new Donald Trump book written by Bob Woodward. He's releasing excerpts of that book. And in that book, one of the excerpts is back in February 7th. A conversation with Donald Trump. I want you to listen to this. I have some of it. I think I've given you enough of the lay of the land. But I want you to check this out. This is the convo between Bob Woodward and Donald Trump. Drums.
It goes through air, Bob. That's always tougher than the touch. You know, the touch, you don't have to touch things, right? But the air, you just breathe the air, and that's how it's passed. And so that's a very tricky one. That's a very delicate one. It's also more deadly than your strenuous flus. You know, people don't realize we lose 25,000, 30,000 people a year here. Who would ever think that, right?
I know. It's
it's pretty amazing. And then I say, well, is that the same thing? This is more deadly. This is 5% versus 1%.
So that's what he told Woodward in February. And here's what he was telling the rest of us around the same time.
You know, in many cases, when you catch this, it's very light. You don't even know there's a problem. Sometimes they just get the sniffles. Sometimes they just get something where they're not feeling quite right. And sometimes they feel really bad. But that's a little bit like the flu. It's a little like the regular flu that we have flu shots for. And we'll essentially have a flu shot for this in a fairly quick manner.
According to Woodward's book, the president was warned by his national security advisor and others that this was a deadly airborne virus, something the president seemed to confirm to Woodward himself, as you heard in that earlier audio. Ultimately, though, the president did, for a time, sound the alarm in public. But in his interviews with Woodward, President Trump admitted back in March that despite everything he knew, he remained intent on downplaying the threat. Take a listen.
Now it's turning out it's not just old people, Bob. Just today and yesterday, some startling facts came out. It's not just older
exactly.
young people, to plenty of young people.
So
what's going on
give me a moment of talking to somebody, going through this with Fauci or somebody who kind of it caused a pivot in your mind, because it's clear just from what's on the public record that you went through a pivot on this to, oh my God, the gravity is almost inexplicable and unexplainable.
Well, I think, Bob, really, to be honest with you,
sure, I want you to.
I wanted to always play it down. I still like playing it down.
Yes,
because I don't want to create a panic.
This is one of the most revealing portraits of the president's response to the COVID crisis, which has now killed nearly 200,000 people in the United States.
All right. Yeah. So you got it right there. It's indisputable. It's right there in decibels and whatever, I don't know what kind of signs for music or signs for audio. I mean, it's right there. It's not in black and white, but it's right there in audio. You hear it. You hear Donald Trump's voice. You hear him in February saying it's airborne. It can kill a lot of people. It's very dangerous. Not like the flu. It's even more dangerous than the flu. He admits it. He's on the record admitting it. And then in March, because remember, Bob Woodward and Donald Trump spoke several times over the period from, July? maybe it was August 2019 to July 2020, or January, sometime in 2019 to just a month ago, 2 months ago. This was an ongoing process. So when Woodward talked to him like later in March on one of those occasions, he asked Donald Trump, like, why have you now changed your tenor about it? Why weren't you earlier when you knew this stuff? Because your officials told you that this was airborne. They told you how deadly it was. Why are you now changing your tenor? He said, well, before, I was downplaying it. I downplayed it because I didn't want people to panic. So, obviously, this has been horrible for Donald Trump. This is not good news. Now, I know a lot of people, Trump supporters, they want to say this is all a conspiracy against Donald Trump. Donald Trump could do no wrong. But to a person who's not firmly in the Trump camp, this is something to be concerned about. In fact, some people may be livid. Some people are probably very upset right now, losing their minds upset. So now that all this has come out, Donald Trump, he knew more in February than he let on. Then in March, when he talked to Woodward, he says, hey, I did it because I had a strategy. What is Trump saying now about this?
In the 2016 primaries, I put up a lot of money. If I have to, I'll do it here. But we don't have to because we have double and maybe even triple what we had a number of years ago, 4 years ago. Whatever it takes, we have to win. This is the most important election in the history of our country. We have a radical left group going around. These people, there's something wrong with them. There really is. There's something wrong with them. And Joe doesn't have the strength. He doesn't have the mental capability to control these people. And you take a look at what's going on, and I looked at Pittsburgh, I looked at Rochester, I looked at LA last night, I looked at these Democrat-run cities. You look at Portland every night. They don't have the strength. They don't have I don't think the Democrats have the courage to control these people. They're afraid to even talk about law and order. They can't issue the words law and order. All we want is law and order. And I just put out something. The suburbs are coming big to us because the suburbs are next. If you elected this guy, the suburbs would be overwhelmed with violence and crime. So that's where we are. This is the most important election in the history of our country. So that's it. We'll see you in Florida. Thank you very much.
So that's the guy who says he didn't want to tell people how bad the coronavirus could get because he didn't want them to panic. The same guy that tells everyone basically that the suburbs is going to burn, that you're all going to rot in hell if Joe gets elected. But he doesn't want you to panic. It'll be the end of civilization because these radical leftists, these people, something wrong with them. But he doesn't want you to panic. Yeah, that's right. When he withheld information from you and me and all of us, when he misled us, not just withheld information, he misled. He did it for your own good. It was to help you. It was to keep you sane. I mean, it's not like you could prevent catching this disease. There's no way you could prevent it. I mean, unless you sheltered in place, wore a mask, didn't touch stuff, didn't go anywhere, just kind of went into quarantine mode. Now, as bad as Donald Trump is, and as bad as it has to be Donald Trump right now, what he's going through with this, there's somebody who's got it way worse. Somebody's got it horrible. In fact, the worst job in America has to be this job right here.
Yes.
Haley, on the same day the president tweeted that the virus would become weaker when the weather started getting warmer, he told Bob Woodward it was going to be deadly stuff. So why does Bob Woodward get the president's unvarnished opinion when the American people don't?
He was giving Bob Woodward the same opinion he gave from the podium. And he said, I am here, I want to express calm. That is what a leader does. He has always shared the facts, he has always been forthright, and he's always followed the advice of his medical experts, like Dr. Fauci, who called his response impressive. Yes.
Who said this was deadly stuff?
Yes.
The American people.
Yes, he did. He acknowledged that hundreds of thousands could die, and he took the right response, which was to temporarily shut down the country, saved millions of lives, and so too of his therapeutics, so too will the vaccine that's being developed. Yes.
The protests in Belarus continue, as well as the crackdown on the opposition. What
Yeah, it's really hard to say that Donald Trump didn't play down or downplay the coronavirus when he says he downplayed the coronavirus. I mean, wow, you got to make up a lie to defend a guy whose own words are telling you that you're the liar. There's no reason for both of you to be called liars or to make that true, that you're both liars. I mean, it's like, please, do something else. Like, I don't know who Kaylee is. I never heard of her before this. But I can't imagine this being like a dream job where you got to go out every day. But she's not much different than other press secretaries. I mean, all press secretaries lie for the president. Just the worst job, man. I mean, this is horrible. I mean, people died. Now, due to Donald Trump's unforced story, remember, he didn't have to give this interview. He didn't have to talk to Bob Woodward. He didn't need to discuss anything. He wasn't forced to do this. He chose to do it. He chose to do it. Sort of like one of those, crime shows, law shows where the guy takes the stand and his lawyer's like, no, just shut up. You can win this. You don't need to talk. He's no, I want to defend myself. Then he goes out there and blows it, gets caught up there on the witness stand, gets destroyed, and gets convicted. Like A Few Good Men comes to mind. But anyway, somebody's capitalizing off of this, or they're trying to capitalize off of it. You guessed it, Joe Biden.
On the day that we hit 190,000 dead in the United States because of COVID-19, we just learned from the Washington Post columnist Bob Woodward that the President of the United States has admitted on tape in February he knew about COVID-19 that had passed through the air. He knew how deadly it was. It was much more deadly than the flu. He knew and purposely played it down. Worse, he lied to the American people. He knowingly and willingly lied about the threat it posed to the country for months. He had the information. He knew how dangerous it was. And while this deadly disease ripped through our nation, he failed to do his job on purpose. It was a life and death betrayal of the American people. Experts say that if he had acted just 1 week sooner, 36,000 people would have been saved. If he acted 2 weeks sooner, back in March, 54,000 lives would have been spared in March and April alone. His failure has not only cost lives, it sent our economy in a tailspin. It cost millions more in American livelihoods. This is a recession created by Donald Trump's negligence, and he is unfit for this job as a consequence of it.
Joe Biden is loving this moment, man. Wow, he's having a good time up there, isn't he? Preaching the gospel, getting all riled up, getting fired up, man. Yeah, it's time to take Donald Trump down. Woo! And the unforced error, man, it did not have to happen. And Joe Biden's going to get every little bit of mileage out of it that he can. Kamala Harris is doing the same thing. She's saying that Trump is incompetent, that he's a liar, you can't trust anything that comes out of his mouth. He's got blood on his hands. Man, it would seem that Donald Trump would be done. It would seem that there would be no coming back from this. I mean, come on, the people that are supposed to vote for Donald Trump are the same people who listened to Donald Trump, who listened to him when he said, hey, it's no big deal, the summer will come and the heat will get rid of it. It'll be like magic. It'll just go away. And he knew it wasn't going to just go away. When he said it was just like the flu, he called it the Kung flu. But in February, he knew it was way worse than the flu. He called it a flu to them, but in talking to Woodward, he knew it wasn't a flu. There's like no defense. Now, here's the kicker to all of this. It might not matter. Yeah, it might not matter. Like, I'm not saying it shouldn't matter. Of course it should matter. It should matter a whole lot. But the people that believe in Donald Trump, they will find a way. Mark my words, they're going to find a way to be okay with Grandpa dying. Yeah, they're going to find a way for having to hear about Grandma dying on an iPad. They're going to find a way in their soul. It's called cognitive dissonance, where you believe in something. To defend your belief in something, you lie to yourself, make up fairy tales in your head in order to continue that thought, because the pain of admitting that you were wrong, the pain of admitting that you were a fool is just too much for you to bear. Oh, you can't deal with it. So Joe Biden, given this immense opportunity, where a sitting president has stepped all the way in it, and he did it for himself. I mean, there's some Trump supporters, you gotta know. You gotta know. Trump, he said this for himself. I mean, what friend would tell you, hey, going outside, it's a hurricane out there? You know, but they won't tell you there's a hurricane out there because they're looking out for you. Yeah, I didn't tell you that there was a hurricane because I didn't want you to worry about the hurricane. How about you tell me there's a hurricane so I can avoid the hurricane? I mean, in what world does this work out for Trump? Yeah, I would have told you that there was shooting, that there was someone looking for you who wanted to kill you, but I didn't tell you because I didn't want you to have to worry about that. For real, dog, I got the Omar Epps face right now. For real, dog, that's what we doing? Are we going to stoop that low? Or, well, I should say you. Are they going to stoop that low? Are they going to be able to swallow that amount of BS? That's what Donald Trump's selling it. He's selling it hard. Kayleigh McEnany is selling it. Somewhere, Sarah Huckabee is still selling it. All of the Trumpers are selling it right now. How is Sean Hannity and Tucker Carlson and Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens, how are they able to succumb? I mean, to thwart the truth. They're doing the Theismann. Joe Theismann. The Heisman. This is the truth. They're blocking the truth and running with the lie. One thing about this that pisses me off, and don't get me wrong, I'm very upset that there were people, no matter how ignorant they were, and no matter how foolish they were, they believed in Donald Trump. They thought that Donald Trump was telling them the truth. Told them not to worry, it didn't work. Those are the same people who probably drank a little bit of bleach, just a little, not enough to kill themselves, who didn't call the Poison Control Center because they felt so stupid. Yes, there were people who took bleach because Donald Trump, who said, I was just joking, though. I didn't laugh when I said it, nor did I smile when I said, maybe you should drink bleach. But those people who are so believing in Trump, he is, believe it, guys. I talk about Obama's people who still see him as Messiah Obama, who didn't do nothing for him. Nothing at all. Sent us to more wars, 5 more additional wars. Gave Wall Street all the money he could give them. Didn't kick them out on the street. Didn't bail them out, bailed out Wall Street. Never saw black people recover from that. They lost their homes, which is 90% of black people, all their wealth was tied up in their homes. They lost everything. And what did Obama do? Nothing. Well, those same people that still believe in Obama, we got some Trump people that still believe in Trump, even though they buried their grandparents. And some of them buried their kids because of Corona. And somehow in their head they thread the needle and they make it work. That it's acceptable. That's how much they don't like Joe Biden. At some point you got to realize it. No matter what you say, it's like they have no idea who Howie Hawkins is. They have no idea that there's a libertarian who I heard sucks. I heard she's bad too, Johnson. She's Sarah Palin, Sarah Palin-esque. Not unlike Kamala in a lot of ways. It's not like they got a whole lot of other options. But that's how much they don't like Joe Biden. They don't like Joe Biden so much that even if Donald Trump lied to them and made them risk their lives without their knowledge, he's still better than Joe Biden. I mean, that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. That's the kick in the ass, folks. You know how bad you got to be where they choose the guy who may have killed your grandparents? You know how many folks died in senior citizens' homes because of Trump? I'm not saying it's all Trump's fault because, like, Trump didn't invent coronavirus. But what I'm saying is he didn't do everything in his power to make sure that people were protected as much as they could be. He was more worried about Wall Street. He was more worried about the economy because the way Trump saw it, there goes the economy, so goes his reelection. If the jobs leave, he leaves. If the money's gone, so is he. That's how he saw it. That's how he still sees it. Now, the thing about it for me, and I want you to realize this, I want to share this with you. The thing that really gets me is that Joe Biden's still such a horrible candidate. I can't even with a good conscience say he's a better alternative. I mean, I can't even do it. I'm not trying to work at MSNBC. I'm not trying to work at Fox. I'm not vying for an opportunity to get on TYT. But I still can't in good conscience, man. I can't even tell you that. I still, if you said, my brother called me up today laughing, he said, man, I think your boy might win. I said, who, Bernie? Then we both laughed. I cried a little, but I didn't want him to know I cried a little, but I laughed too. He said, no, I'm talking about Trump, man. I'm just kidding. I'm talking about Trump. I think Trump might still win. That's what he said. I don't know if you noticed or not, but my brother's black. And he's like, hey, I think Trump's going to win, man. A lot of us think Trump's going to win because no matter what comes out about him, at the end, he's running against this guy. And to prove my point, check this out. Check this out, because I know some of you are mad. Oh, Tim, you got to defend this. You got to fight against Trump. I agree. And Dr. Cornel West said, and I agree. And Nina Turner said, and I agree. I love him. I respect the hell out of him. But let's not forget this. Oh, let's not forget this. Oh, shit. Did I forget it? Did I forget it? Damn it. Well, you know what? I'm going to have to put it on the screen. I'm going to have to just read it to you because I don't have the graphic. I got to fire my graphic person. Oh, that's right. That graphic person is me. Here you go, Tim Black. All right, be on time next time, Tim Black. Publicly, Biden promises a Wall Street crackdown. Now, this is in the Washington Post by Tori Newmeyer. Okay, so you can look this up. It says publicly, Biden promises a Wall Street crackdown. Privately, his camp is offering reassurance to Wall Street. Yeah, see, Biden has been going on the stump saying things that has people concerned, that has Wall Street concerned, like, he might try to end wealth inequality. He might try to balance it so that working people, poor people, get a little slice of the pie and stop getting screwed and bent over the IKEA ottoman. Yeah, he's been talking like maybe, just maybe, he might do a little something, throw a little coin at the poor folk, the people that built the country, foundational black people, indigenous people. He might find it somewhere in his soul to champion for the people a little bit. That's what he might do. And, you know, Wall Street got a little nervous, like, hey, whoa. Does this guy know he worked for us? So then these bankers started getting worried because they're like, hey, he's out here making all this rhetoric. Biden publicly calls out Wall Street, excesses and promises to rein them in. Biden staffers privately are reassuring industry leaders that he won't focus on the issue in office. Yeah, it's just talk. Annie Linsky reports this. Listen, as one investment banker described Biden campaign calls to financiers, Biden campaign people are calling Wall Street top dogs and telling them. They basically said, listen, this is just an exercise to keep the Elizabeth Warren people happy. Don't read too much into it. Yeah, it's just talking. It's just politics. He don't mean it, man. You good. We good. You know? Biden is out there on the stump lying. He's out there, I'm going to look out for you, Wall Street guy. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to do nothing for these po bastards. I'm your guy. Like Clyburn says, you know Joe, and Joe knows you. So this is the reason why I can't, with good conscience, tell anybody to go with Joe. Oh, Tim, it's about mitigating the pain. It's about making a tourniquet on the wound and stopping the bleeding before we bleed out. We got to go with Joe. We got to go with Joe, man. We're dying over here. Literally dying over here. I hear you, man. You're going to die with Biden, too, just slower. That's why we need truth tellers and fighters. That's why we need people in them streets. That's why we need to do everything like our life depends on it to uproot this system. Everybody doing their part. I'm doing my part. I'm unemployable. I can't get hired to be a dog catcher at this point. I've ruined my career in IT. It's over. No one's going to hire me. I can't move up in this business because I don't kiss ass and I don't lie. And I won't curry water for Democrats or Republicans. So I'm unemployable there. Everyone has to do their part. Are you willing to be unemployable? Are you willing to go without? Are you willing to sacrifice it all? Knowing. I mean, hell, California's on fire. California's on fire and Biden's walking back, ending fracking. Right now. This is where we are. Trump's making it a campaign issue, so now Biden's walking it back. Trump's like, they want to stop us from fracking. We need to frack. Meanwhile, he says nothing about California being on fire. The sky is crimson. Sky's supposed to be blue, dog. It's crimson. So, we got two bad choices. Two horrible choices. Two choices. Gunshot wound, gunshot, firing squad, or guillotine. I don't know. Or we take it to them. We go out like soldiers. We do like Rock. We do like Rock and Alien. That all you got? That all you got? And we run up. And we might die. Some of us might die. But some of us, they can't get us all. And it's the only chance we got because we got neoliberal versus a neo-fascist. What did Trump know? When did he know it? Trump knew he had a base of supporters that would He said it. He could kill somebody broad daylight on Fifth Avenue and they'd still vote for him. That's what he knew. He always knew that. How long did he know it? Since the day he started running. Will it matter? I don't think it will matter that much. Most people who like Trump already like him. And similar, what they don't tell you, just like there are people who are going to vote for Biden because they can't stand Trump, it's the other way too. It's the other way too. There are people that are going to vote for Trump because they can't stand MSNBC. They can't stand over-the-top virtual signaling. They can't stand political correctness. They can't call people nigger to their face without getting punched in the face. Oh, gun! They can't be just calling people all types of flurrin, homophobic terms. They tired. So when they vote for Trump, they're not even voting for Trump. They're voting for not being Biden or not being Hillary or not being Obama or these people. So there we go. That's where we are. That's what this is coming down to. What I will do, guys, is I will cover this. And I promise you, if you ride with the Tim Black Wolfpack, we're going to get there together. Now, you know, every once in a while, you need to be able to look over and know that you're not crazy. That you're not the crazy one. That you have a community of people that think like you do and see it like you do. That's important because that will keep you sane as we go through this process. Donald Trump is not the first bigoted president America's ever had. In fact, all of them have been bigoted, whether it's race or religion or orientation or gender, right? Some of them, all of them, Johnson. But a killer, he looked the other way on the coronavirus, man. He actually put his election possibilities. Well, look, you know, Bush started a war. I don't even know who's worse. Probably Bush started a war to stay in power. Anyone doubt that? He started the war. He started Iraq to stay in power. He knew that a sitting president who just started a war, very, 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 very unlikely that he'll be voted out. Why do you think he did it? This is not new. They want to make it new? Not new. Bill Clinton ran home and oversaw the execution of a man who was mentally incapable of even knowing what he was being executed for. Just so he could win an election. He killed a man. A man who was so mentally gone after being shot in the head that when he was eating his last meal, he didn't finish it. He said, okay, just save it for me. I'll eat it later. That's how gone he was. And Clinton went and he went and flew back to witness his death. Didn't give him a stay of execution. They said it was like killing a toddler. These are our leaders, and that's why you shouldn't be that shocked about anything that they do. You're only shocked if you think they're the only ones doing it. That doesn't mitigate what Trump did. Trump was wrong. Trump was wrong. He shouldn't get your vote. All right. But who am I to tell you who to vote for, right? All right, guys, that's really all I have. Also, this election is going to be ugly as hell. I mean, it's going to be grotesque. You're going to want to close your eyes, put your head under the covers. It's going to get horrible. Right now, they're complaining. They're complaining. This is one of the complaints. Here goes one of the complaints. Nobody likes her. Trump tries his likability standard for female politicians on Kamala Harris. Yeah, because Trump's saying that no one likes Kamala, and now they're saying, oh, it's a gender thing. It's horrible because Trump always picks on women, and, you know, Trump's horrible and horrible, horrible. And, yeah, Trump does always pick on women because he knows it works in America, that we're very sexist, so he uses it. That's the same way he uses anti-black or anti-immigrant or Mexican, like anything negative he can say, he uses it. Because he knows it works. He knows it's effective. But it's pisses me off just a little bit, man. Just a little bit. Washington Post wrote that. You know, Hillary Clinton did the same thing to Bernie Sanders and no one said shit. She said the same thing. No one likes Bernie. No one likes him. Nobody wants to work with him. He's not liked at all. And no one called her sexist or anti-Semitic or nothing. But Trump plays the same game and all of a sudden, you know, and I'm not saying either one is wrong. They're both the same. Is all I'm saying. I'm not saying Trump shouldn't be called sexist for always going after women with these tropes, these stereotypes of, you got to smile. We got to smile more, lady. Why don't you smile more, lady? Why don't you be nicer, lady? Oh, she's a nasty lady. I'm not saying he shouldn't be called out for that. I'm just saying, why was Hillary allowed the first Jewish candidate with a chance at winning the presidency, winning the nomination? Why wasn't she called anti-Semitic for going after him a similar way? Saying he was unliked. He didn't know how to get along. He's different. They just let it go, man. Just thought I'd bring it up because we are talking about hypocrisy, right? Okay, just thought I'd mention that. Not that I got Hillary supporters watching. It's probably a waste because no Hillary supporters. All 6 Hillary supporters, they watch other shows. They don't. It's only like 6 Hillary supporters. They're watching Sam Cedar or something. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know, tomorrow it's Freedom Friday. That's when people get to call in. You get to help me out because I don't always get a chance to do the research I need to do. I'm doing like 800 things. Shout out to Lenore, Jasmine Lenore, for helping, for becoming, and we're gonna work this out. She's a fantastic writer, okay, and we're gonna promote the hell out of you, Jasmine Lenore, if you're watching. And we're doing some things. We're trying to get some stuff together. Go to timblacktv.com and check out the new article inspired by my video, and check that out. Also become a member of the Tim Black Wolfpack, starting at only $5 a month. Get all our content, get everything that we do. We call it out, we keep it true. Oh, back to Freedom Friday tomorrow. Call into the show, any topic I missed tonight or that you felt should be expanded upon, you get to do it. It's the people's show. It's Freedom Friday. You had the freedom to rock the mic. It's not just on YouTube. It's on Facebook. It's on Periscope. It's on Blog Talk. It's on iTunes. It's on Stitcher Radio. I put you on 6 platforms for free, baby. I immortalize you. Or we immortalize you because this is a community-driven station. All right, guys. That's really all I got. Now I want to go to the comment section, read super chats, and get your comments. And yeah, not bad today. Not bad. Thought I had a little fire for you. Can you handle the truth? Can you handle the truth? I think we can, Johnson. Wolfpack. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, that's right. I got to go into the phone in order to get comments. Oh, boy. I tell you. They just don't want us to have things easy. Today is the 10th. 11:30. Tony D. What's up, Tony DeMaio? He says, I'm autistic and bisexual. Thanks for being an ally, Tim. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you for supporting the show. Yeah. Ashura said, this crap is the real impeachment investigation. Hey, there you go. Woodward is just as guilty. He had this for months. No, he's not as guilty. In fact, like in the beginning, I can see where you could say when it was proven that his words weren't matching the stump, right? Like, you can expose it, but I don't know. I guess I see what you're saying. Maybe he should stop writing his book and start putting out articles. That's what you mean? Okay. I could get that. I could see that. Yeah, why didn't he say? But, I don't think the Trump supporters who believe everything that Trump said would have listened to Woodward then or now. But I get your point. Ethically, yeah, maybe ethically he should have been compelled to produce that information and share it with the public. Biden is no drugs. I wish it was legalized weed. Biden is on drugs. I wish it was legalized weed. As Shura said, first time I heard Tim say, come on, and Coon and with Candace. Yeah, I can't stand Candace. I think Candace is horrible. Tim Swanson. Damn those graphics. Tim Swanson. I tell you. Edson a green super chat. Graphics guy on strike. Right. I'm trying to tell you. Ashura said, graphic guys' lives matter. Man. Kira said, Biden will pull in Obama and line his pockets. Ta-da! Yes, he will, Johnson. Yes, he will. That's exactly what he's going to do. Alex from Berkeley said, 2020 is Jabba the Hutt versus The Walking Dead. See, Alice says, hold on, Alice, Tim, you are so right, my brother, and I am with you. We wholeheartedly agree with you. We will support you. We love you, Tim. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. I really do, Johnson. You're why I do it. You're the only reason why I can't do it. See how that works? Tassetti says, Malcolm X told us both parties sold us. They're both racist. Both parties suck, Johnson. That's my T-shirt. Both parties suck, Johnson. It's a T-shirt. It's an apron. It's a hoodie. It's a sweatshirt. Go to the TimBlackTV.com. Get the link to the gear shop on Spreadshirt. The Tim Black Gear Shop. Ashura, you're lighting it up tonight. What's up, Ashura? Give it up for Ashura. She gave like 7 super chats tonight. Thank you, Ashura. This country will burn like Cali. When Trump voters see the results were overturned in a week, and Joe Neolithic win. Neoliberal win, I guess. So Neolithic win. I don't know, which is. All right. We good? Had a good show tonight. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Go to Facebook, share something. On YouTube, share something. Watch something. Be a part of it. Everyone, please sign up for the VIP text list. And I'm trying to get things hooked up. We have the server. The what's the server? What's the name of the server? What's the thing we got? Discord server. Right. So get a Discord account. I'm going to connect the show to Discord by tomorrow. Okay? Discord, you can talk to people. Like I have phone conversations with people on Discord. And you don't have to wait for the show. You can do it anytime. It's like a chat area for the Tim Black Wolfpack. So go to Discord.com, create a Discord account, then join our Discord at TimBlackDiscord.com. Also, text the word cornbread to code 21,000. That's cornbread, one word, to code 21,000 to get on my VIP list. All this stuff is free. All of it. All right. All right, guys. I love you. I got nothing but love for you, nothing but respect for you. Tomorrow I'm going to have a brief conversation with Bishop William Barber, Reverend William H. Barber. And we're going to talk about some stuff he's got going on, some new stuff. He's always on the right side of the people. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's enough, right? Wolfpack.